Welcome to bonus practice. In this lesson, we'll create a simulation for a series of lights. Just like before, navigate to repl.it/languages/python3. Then, I suggest placing your Skillshare and repl.it windows side by side as shown here. First up is how to define your class. We have the class keyword in black, class name in blue, colon, 2 spaces, and the body of the class in orange, which is the pass placeholder for now. Let's code this. In this lesson, we'll simulate a light switch, so let's call our class light. Class light, colon, enter, which will create 2 spaces for us, and go ahead and type pass. Let's now create an instance of our class, or instantiate our class. On the right hand side, we have the class name in blue and parentheses in black. That's all we need to instantiate the class. However, we should assign this instance to a variable. We have the variable name in pink, equal sign in black with optional spaces, and the class name in blue. Let's now code this. Go ahead and hit the green arrow at the very top to run your code. Again, we're going to now type in our interpreter. For you, your interpreter may be on the right hand side of your screen. Mine is on the bottom half. We're going to now define the variable, which is light, and the class name with parentheses to instantiate. And let's see what the light variable contains, and it contains an instance or an object. Let's now add the ability to toggle the light on and off. Here's the class in our example, and here's the method add. We have the def keyword in black, method name in blue, and the body of the method in orange, along with the spaces in gray. We're now going to define a method toggle using this format. Replace the pass keyword, and instead type def toggle, again with the self argument, and print toggle on and off. I'm going to hit escape to dismiss this modal. And now we should see how to test this program. These are the dot expressions we've seen before. We have the instance variable name in pink, a dot in black, the method name in blue, and the parentheses in black again. These parentheses are needed to call the method. Let's now test this program. First, run the code by clicking on the green arrow at the very top. Instantiate your light, then call the toggle method, light.toggle. And here we get our print statement. In this next section, we're going to cover the constructor. Here is an example constructor with the first line completely in black and the body of the constructor in orange. We have the expression here and the spaces in gray. Let's now add a constructor. We're going to define init with the self argument, and then we're going to print creating light. Like before, I'm going to add a space for readability. Again, run your code by clicking on the green arrow at the very top and type in light equals to light to instantiate. And here we get the print statement that we wrote before. We're now going to add attributes to track the light's internal state, whether it's on or off. This is the format for defining attributes. We have a self dot in black, the attribute name in pink, and the value in orange. Self always refers to the current instance. Let's code this now. First, in the constructor, we set on to false. Then, inside the toggle method, we're going to check if the light is currently on. So if self.on with a colon, then we set the light to false. And if it's currently not on, then we turn it on. We can actually quickly summarize these 4 lines of code using just 1 line of code by typing in self.on equals to not self.on. If self.on is true, not true will give us false. If self.on is true, not true will give us false. So not allows us to simply switch between true and false. So again, this line is exactly the same as these 4 lines, so I'll delete these first 4 lines. And this is our toggle method. Let's now test our code. Again, hit the green arrow to run your code. And we're going to instantiate our light. We're going to check if it's on or not. It's currently not on, so let's toggle the light and check if it's on again. And ta-da! It is indeed on, so our code works. For a copy of these slides and the finished code for this lesson, make sure to check out the course website. And that concludes our practice lesson. I hope you're feeling semi-familiar with the terminology so far. There's no need to memorize the formats we've covered, First, you can always look it up. Second, by virtue of repeatedly seeing these formats again and again, by the end of this course, you'll be more familiar with them than you are now. In the next lesson, we'll visit a mysterious bug and how to fix it. If you'd like to practice with more challenging problems, continue watching this lesson for a practice. Like in the last lesson, we now have a bonus practice. Create a method called isOn that returns whether or not the light is on. Pause the video and give this a try now. And here's the solution. We're going to add another method inside of the light class called isOn. Again, you need your self argument, and we're going to simply return self.on. I'm going to hit escape to dismiss this modal and go ahead and run your code by clicking on the green arrow. I'm going to instantiate the light, and here we're going to check is the light on by typing in light.isOn. Make sure to call your method with parentheses, and indeed it's false. So now let's toggle the light so that it is on and check, is it on? Indeed, this is true, so our method works. Like we said before, this concludes our lesson, and in the next lesson, we'll visit a mysterious bug and how to fix it.